This episode of the Demonic Compendium does not contain any story-related spoilers, but does contain footage and details regarding some side quests in the newly released Soul Hackers 2. Before I begin, I'd like to thank Atlus West for providing me with a code for this game so I could bring you all this episode. Thank you. Welcome to a strawberry, lemon, melon, blue Hawaiian, and milky-flavored new episode of the Demonic Compendium, the show where I discuss the mythology, design, and game history of your favorite Megami Tensei demons. Today marks the release of the long-awaited Soul Hackers 2, and is also the 75th episode of my show, so I wanted to cover a demon with a little bit of flavor. So, grab your squad and strike a dramatic pose, because today, we're talking about Frost 5. Now, mythologically speaking, this is an interesting one, because the Frost 5 are a purely original creation, and therefore any mythology is gonna tie in with the game history. So, basically, we all know Jack Frost, right? English snow spirit, beloved demon, mascot for the entire franchise, and arguably Atlus as a whole company, who absolutely should have been the Smash rep instead of Joker, and I'm rambling. Yes, we all know Jack Frost. Well, after visiting the glorious and exciting country of Japan, a brilliant scientist named Dr. Alexei Ibragimov E. Thrill attended a summer festival where he was blown away by the delicious shave ice and superhero masks on display. So this scholar of demons conducted some experiments to see if Jack Frost's snowy body could absorb flavors and become new demons. These experiments led to the creation of 5 Jack Frost variants: Strawberry Frost, Melon Frost, Blue Hawaii Frost, Lemon Frost, and Milk Kentucky Frost, who, I'm gonna be honest, I've had Milk Kentucky, but I always imagine that one tastes like root beer. So that covers the shave ice, but where do the Sentai masks fit into this? Well, when these 5 demons team up, they become the Frost 5, defenders of peace, justice, and the Snow Cone Way. Frost 5's compendium entry from Devil Summoner Soul Hackers introduces them by saying, "When the Strawberry, Blue Hawaii, Lemon, Melon, and Milk Frost combine their powers, they form the superhero group Frost 5. By covering one another's weaknesses, they are nearly invincible. But because none of their other abilities are particularly powerful, Dr. Thrill gave up on them and turned his research in a different direction." The compendium entries for the individual Frosts in Soul Hackers 2 are all similar to one another. They typically discuss how Dr. Thrill created them after his time at the Summer Festival in Japan, and how it's currently unclear if these demons actually taste like their flavors imply. Though I like how Milk Keen Frost explains its full name is Milk Kentucky Frost, and how this one is a bit classier than their fruity teammates. And how B Hawaii Frost's full name is Blue Hawaii Frost. And while it has yet to be determined if it tastes like Blue Frost, they add, though admittedly, what Blue Hawaii even tastes like is a mystery in itself. Design-wise, there's really not a whole lot to say here. The Frost 5 is Jack Frost, which is admittedly a great design, but now there's 5 of them. And their hats, collars, and boots are mostly white, and their bodies are red, blue, green, yellow, and brown to give them the appearance of a proper Sentai squad. Even their artwork is just the Jack Frost artwork pasted and recolored 5 times, rather than giving Frost 5 a cool and dramatic squad pose that we're used to seeing with tokusatsu squads or something like the Ginyu Force. Man, if only they all had their own unique designs and a cool team pose when they're put together. Like, say, the Frost Trio from the Devil Children series. That's right, this is a Frost 5 and Frost Trio episode. This squad only contains 3 of the 5 flavors, strawberry, melon, and lemon, but they all do have unique designs that work well as a combination of Jack Frost and the flavor they're supposed to represent. I am wondering if Blue Hawaii and Milk Kentucky were left out, because admittedly that does sound a lot harder to visually convey. To be perfectly honest, I do prefer the Demi-Kids designs here over the palette-swapped Jack Frosts, and I would love to see these 3 make the jump to other entries in the franchise one day. Though, considering Soul Hackers 2 brought us 3D models of the originals, it seems pretty unlikely. But hey, the design most of us know for King Frost was originally his Demi-Kids design, so who knows? As far as game history goes, it's worth noting that the singular figure known as Frost 5 currently only appears in a small handful of games. In the original Devil Summoner Soul Hackers, you had the 5 flavored Frosts created by Dr. Thrill, and by trading with him via the pet shop, players could obtain the unique demons. The 5 demons you needed to trade are Heket, Persephone, Mahamayori, Oliver, and Metatron. Once players have all 5 Frosts, taking them to the Gomaden sparks a unique scene where they request Victor fuse them together, where they become the singular unit that is the Frost 5. The Frost 5 is level 55, has 55 HP, and 555 MP, but to make up for that shockingly low health, I should mention that they reflect every single attack in the game except for almighty spells. In Devil Survivor 2 Record Breaker, a special side quest unlocks in New Game Plus of the Triangulum arc that allows you to help 5 Jack Frost download the Syrup app that will allow them to transform into the 5 legendary flavored heroes. But you must do it before all these enemy demons lick them to death. It's as crazy and adorable as it sounds. And to acquire the powerful team for yourself, you must fuse Jack Frost and Black Frost together. While they don't repel everything like they did in Soul Hackers, they do have some form of nullifying every element except fire. However, Black Frost most likely has a passive skill to cover that weakness, allowing you to once again make a demon essentially immune to all but Almighty. The Frost Trio from the Devil Children games originally came from White Book and could be created by bringing the 3 flavors to the character Zet. In a similar role, the Icy Trio, as they were known in Demikid's Light and Dark versions, also had a specific NPC who would fuse the 3 Frosts together for you if you have them. They have a unique skill called Intox Punch that's essentially their own version of Hasotobi and hits foes 8 times. You can also acquire a second trio by repeatedly beating Kaz in the BattleNet. In a handful of other games, the Frost 5 may be mentioned or hinted at without appearing as a singular demon. In the Game Boy game, Card Summoner, the individual members all have cards, but not Frost 5 itself. This is also the case in the MMO title Shin Megami Tensei Imagine, where all 5 flavors have trading cards that you can collect, but as far as I know, there isn't a single card for Frost 5. One of my personal favorite references to this iconic team comes from Tokyo Mirage Session Sharp FE. The Jack Frost-themed convenience store, Hiho Mart, regularly changes out its posters and advertisements, but one such poster is for 5 Shave Ice specialty items that are a clear reference to the Frost 5. Which brings us to the game of the day, Soul Hackers 2. I know I said earlier I'm not giving away any story spoilers, but if you do still want to skip this section, here is a timestamp for you to jump ahead to. As of the time of making this video, Frost 5 does not exist as a singular demon in Soul Hackers 2, though all 5 flavors are available. The closest we have to the idea right now is there is a special fusion of all 5 flavored Frosts and King Frost that creates Black Frost after completing the request Night of the Living Snowman. In this game, the flavored 5 take on the role of the Element race and are created when fusing 2 of the same race together. One of the Ion Directive quests, Target B Hawaii Frost, has Ringo exploring Melody's soul matrix, and what seems like a fight against a singular member of the team becomes an exciting battle against the entire Cinco de Snowcone squad. Frost 5 may not be in Soul Hackers 2 as a regular unit, however there is an item called Chakra Syrup. You can only hold 5 of them, and it restores 55 MP to a single ally, making it honestly not that good of an item, but it is still a fun reference to the iconic team. Despite basically just being Jack Frost, but palette swapped 5 times, and with really only a small handful of appearances, there's something I do really like about the Frost 5 crew, and I'm thankful to Soul Hackers 2 for giving them another opportunity to shine. With any luck, this won't be the last we see of them. And so there you have it, Frost 5, the sweet, syrupy Snowcone Super Sentai Squad. Happy release date to Soul Hackers 2, I hope you all enjoy the game. Special thanks again to Atlus West for providing me with a copy of it, and thanks to all of you for celebrating 75 episodes of this show with me. Did I leave out something you thought was important? Was I just plain wrong about something? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to let me know who you'd like to see me talk about in future episodes. That's going to do it for this episode of the Demonic Compendium, and I will see you next time. But be careful while you rest that a demon doesn't take over your body.